Evening folks, and you come for a blether. Let's have a wee look at July's auction. We have a little Robert Sorby back saw, steel back, nice medallion, warranted superior on there, nice shape of a handle, that'll clean up quite well, and it's still pretty sharp, so that's quite a nice saw. And we have another saw, a wee brass backed Spear & Jackson. It's got some paint on the handle. Now that would kind of indicate to me that the owner drawed that on there, or a lot of times schools and colleges painted their handles, so they knew they were going to all go back in that box for the kit for the student or the apprentice that was using them. A wee rosewood and brass square, a toga made in England. You see that down there, nice wee brass diamonds on there, that'll clean up quite nicely. A kind of random, I thought this was maybe a chisel roll, tool roll, well it is a tool roll. For a Toyota car, so if anyone needs a pair of pliers, a plug end twisty sockety thing, and a screwdriver for their Toyota car, you can have it. So that's fine. A few other bits and pieces. A Thor made in England, Thor Hammer Company, Shirley, Birmingham. Now, I've never seen this one. It's got a curved end and a rather pointy end, both well mangled, but still handy to keep for knocking out dings and sheet metal, I suppose. Brick hammer, might have a name when we clean it up. A couple of homemade line pins. Nice wee Marple's gouge, still with a nice label on there. And I don't think it's done anything, it's still kind of got the original grind on it. Another egg beater drill, I'll clean up okay. Chipping hammer, I believe. Well, that'll clean up a wee bit and put that in the box of hammers. This is a wee bevel edge chisel marked foreign. It's quite nice. I think that's a kind of lump of a leather washer at the top. That'll clean up quite nicely. It's not got a brass ferrule, but it'll still be nice and shiny when I'm done. It's a nice slipstone here, but I'm not sure what it is. I think it's a finishing stone for something. It would be nice to have the top of the box, but we don't have that, and that belonged to Jai Jones at some time. So it's here now, Mr. Jones. Big faithful rasp, that's not done anything. Big long one, probably 14 inches or longer. Always handy. A wee ratchet and screwdriver, I don't know, it's got plenty of bits in the back handle, but the top's held on with tape, so I don't hold on much faith for that. A brick bolster or feather splitter, we sometimes called these. Tub's going to fall, just retrieving that. Frog for a plane, Stanley, some good spares there. no plane in here, but I'll take that because it's a handy piece and it's all clean and pretty nice. Or a bone Chesterman, foot-long ruler, handy for measuring and drawing straight lines. Couple of brass marking and mortise gauges. These will clean up nicely. Got two here. One's a Sorby, still got the sticker on it. And that's got a newer tightening wheel. This one's got a wee screw on the side. So, those are quite interesting. A fill plug, screw fix. Full of drill bits. We'll sort through them at some point. Keep the good ones and bin the rounded ones. This is a set of masonry bits, I believe. Yep. Plas plugs. Handy to have, probably keep those. Another marking gauge. Again, this has got paint on it. This is telling me this was formerly from a school or college. Another wee frog from a Stanley plane as well. Missing the adjustment wheel this time, but still got a few spares on there, so I'll throw that in the spares box. Kind of generic utility knife. Now this box, probably paid maybe a wee bit too much for it because it was a busy auction. This is a palm tree mortise chisel, 1/4 of an inch. Just dress off that mushroom in. It's quite a nice piece. I've never heard of palm tree, but got one now. Stanley Yankee screwdriver that's had a wee bit of a dink there because it's bent, but it's here anyway, and some old screwdriver bits. An old Eclipse hacksaw frame. It's quite a nice old saw frame, that actually. Use Eclipse blades. Quite nice. Now we tile saw. Some kind of plumber's wrench for getting up behind underneath taps, so handy for someone. Another masonry bit, quite a pointy one this. I've never seen one like that before, and I don't think it's so much action. It's pretty new. In fact, it's got a lot of oil on it. I think it's not done anything at all. Set of planer blades. Fits Bosch. I'll have a Bosch one, so that's good. That'll work in my machine. Wee pair of brass compass, pencil compass here. That'll clean up quite nicely. A brass saw set, an Eclipse number 77. That'll clean up really nice. So That's quite cool, that. These are quite popular as we just talking points, sitting on a wee shelf, and very handy for setting saw teeth, but not many people are doing that now. An oil stone, brand new in the box. Don't know how great it is, but it's probably a lot flatter than some of mine. A bit shorter though. Still, it's there. So I ended up paying £20 plus fees for this box. And on a less busy evening, it would probably be in a tenner box. But anywho, it is what it is. There's a lot of goodies in here for cleaning up. So wee gimlet, that'll clean up nicely. Funny little awl, or it's actually a screwdriver. Looks more like a screwdriver for setting carburetors on a chainsaw, but could also be an awl that's sharp, that's shaped like a screwdriver, but handy for some people. A chopped down screwdriver, we seem to find lots of things like this, but maybe it was made to fit in somewhere. Another nice set of dividers. These will clean up really quite well. I found these in another box and cleaned them up, and they're really, really nice. So hopefully we'll unearth something just as nice with this one. So those are quite neat. Look forward to cleaning them up. Some coping saw blades, Eclipse from Nail Tools. A cheap electrician screwdriver. Can't read a name on it or anything. Chisel that's been used for chopping out bricks and stuff, well mushroomed. Big Bedford spanner, Lion brand spanner, a wee motorist toolkit from Guernsey. This would have been a wee holiday souvenir. But a few bits of it missing, but nice wee piece for somebody. Some basin wrench, no make, for getting up underneath your taps, but underneath the sink to slacken off and tighten taps. A wee screwdriver that's been mangled. Chisel, it's been for chopping out. Seen better days, but plenty of life in it as well. And this is a Gilbo, same folk that make the big tin snips. Set of 4 Marple's blue chip handle chisels. From 1 inch down to 1/4, 1 inch, 3/4, 1/2 inch, 1/4. So full set of them. So the box was kind of worth it for those chisels alone. More big chopping out chisels. That one's a really big beast. Bedford, England. It's done a lot of work and been looked after. That's a nice chisel. These are probably for chopping out chasing walls for conduit for cables or pipes. Very nice little awl with a brass ferrule that'll clean up nice, and it's been used a lot because it's not very long. Somebody put their wee mark on it. 3 notches. Drill bit, silver line, kinda does a job. More planer blades, so those are cool. Tool pack planer blades. Another wee awl, hardwood handle, bit bent, but we'll get that shining up, that'll look quite nice. Another Bedford big lump of a chisel for shaping or cutting out brick or stone or something, and it's been well pummeled. An old chisel that's been really well worked down. They put a wee bit of padding on the handle because it's been broken, and probably for a bit more comfort. And that's a Sorbet kangaroo, but not very much life left in it at all. And an old Mingen Steadfast, Sheffield, England screwdriver. So nothing very exciting in there, but we'll have to go to the auction and see what we can unearth. Dig about in there. The saws will clean up nicely, and another few bits and pieces in there. And these Marple's chisels, so not bad. Had better, had worse, and we'll clean some of it up and it'll look good. Anywho, hope you're all doing okay. We'll catch up soon for more blethers.